Alright, what is going on, air signs? It's Nye from Undeniable Teens Tarot, and I'm back with another message. Of course, a weekly message. And yeah, let's get into your reading. So I just want to look into like the weekly theme that you may be dealing with this upcoming week. We're looking at the 16th through the 23rd or the 22nd or something like that. I'll put the proper dates below. But yeah, if you guys like what you see, like what you hear, make sure you guys give me a like, a comment, or reshare, a follow. And then if you need to book a personal reading, you can book one online at Undeniable Teens Tarot. The links are all in my bio. Also, the instructions will also be below in the description box. All right. So, universe, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what is the message for what is the message for the air signs? Look, and she's in the air. She's floating in the air. It says unfinished symphony. So this could talk about things being unfinished that you may need to finish, but it also could also talk about closure and how sometimes like things end without a proper, sometimes things just end and it doesn't always end the way you want it to end or how you wanted it to end, but sometimes it just ends. You know what I'm saying? Because the number 10 is here. Some of you guys have a project, an art project, an artistic goal that you guys need to complete as well, or this could even be business. There's something that you guys have been working on that needs to be finished or completed in some kind of way. I'm also picking up a message about how something doesn't need to be a certain way before it gets put out there into the world. Like, I know you guys can be very meticulous and particular about how you want certain things, but sometimes you just kind of have to just put it out there and then fix it as you go. Same kind of message as like the ending thing. Like sometimes things just end. It may not end how you want it to or when you wanted it to, but it, you know, it is. So let's see what's going on with Libra. What does this have to do with the Libra collective spirit? What does this have to do when it comes with the Libra collective? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, God, use me as a vessel to relay the most accurate messages at this time for my air signs, starting with Libra. Okay. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Emperor reversed. Libra, I'm kind of like, no offense, I am kind of getting a very selfish vibe. So this could be you or this could be someone around you. And I feel like Libra, you guys get a lot of the things that you want. Now, like I said, you may have to reverse the roles. If it's not you, it could be someone around you. So I'm going to read it from both ways. Libra, if this is you, if you are the person that is a little bit, what's the word? Selfish. Libra, you may get a lot of the things that you want out of life, but for some reason you're still unhappy about it. And this unfinished symphony message is more so about like how you never really get to enjoy the music because you're always trying to figure out what it's missing. Like, oh, this beat needs an 808. Oh, this beat needs a triangle or a trumpet. But you never really sit there and listen to what is being said, how it's being orchestrated, the art that goes into it. You know, it feels like you're never satisfied with something, or is something always wrong even when you get what you want. This kind of gives me, I'm not gonna lie, have you all ever seen the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the girl who was like a spoiled brat and she wanted a golden egg or something and she ended up in the freaking chute of the factory? So just don't be that. Just don't be that. Make sure you practice gratitude and also appreciate things for where they are, even if they're incomplete, or if you, there's something here about you needing to fulfill, you need to figure out more of within you what's incomplete, rather than you externally projecting that. Like, now, if this is someone in your life, there could be someone in your life, could be a parental figure, a father, a mother, it could be a boss, somebody who's an authoritative figure in your life, a baby daddy, a baby mother, whatever. And you may feel like no matter what you do, no matter how much you try to make this person happy, to satisfy this person, it's just never enough. So you have to know when to hold them and when to fold them, and when enough is enough. Like, it doesn't matter what, you have to kind of put some people in a category and understand that they are unhappy, right? That it doesn't matter what you do. It's not even about you. They feel this way about everybody in their lives. They are always going to be unhappy because they are unhappy with themselves. There's nothing that you can do to make this person happy, okay? So stop trying so hard, Stop giving a fuck so much. So that could be a message, it depending on how it goes for either side. But let's see what's going on with Gemini. What is the message for the Gemini collective? What is the message for the Gemini collective? What is the message for the Gemini collective? Okay, we have the Three of Wands reversed. So I'm picking up procrastination vibes from you, Gemini. You guys may have all these elaborate plans, or maybe you want to do this, you want to do that, you see this for your future. But you guys have to really get in that mode of plotting and planning and really doing things in a realistic way, so you can start to see the things develop in real time. So, for example, like, say you want to dye your hair or something, right? Well, you have to schedule the appointment, you have to get the supplies, you have to figure out where in your schedule, where is a good date to put aside a day to do this process. Do a research. It's like you need to, that's probably a bad example, but there's something here that it doesn't mean that it's not working for you, right? It's like you can have a goal for yourself, right? And if it doesn't happen when you want it to happen, it doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. It's just that you have to put in more effort to make it happen, and that's why it's not happening. Because we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and it's kind of like you guys start things, but you don't follow through, you don't finish them. This may not be for all of you, but it feels like there's something here in particular that you want to do, that you maybe it has to do with moving, because the Three of Wands could talk about like distance, travel, and it feels like there's something here that you want to go see or go do, but you never follow through with it. You always start it and then you stop. So that's why it doesn't happen. It doesn't mean that it's not for you. It's just you have to put a little bit more effort into figuring out how to get there, as far as the details, the times, the colors, the places, the dates, the prices, you know what I mean, that type of stuff. So yeah, let's see, what is the message for Aquarius? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay, let's see, what is the message for Aquarius? All right, look, Scorpio, the Tower card came out. Scorpio and Gemini energy here. So the Tower in reverse talks about when shit hits the fan and having to kind of like rebuild things. So it feels like calling you Scorpio again. Some of you guys could be dealing with Scorpio, or Scorpio season could be significant as far as what I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm trying to see how much time I have. But yes, Aquarius, you guys may need to pick up the pieces and rebuild after something has completely finished, something has completely ended or whatever. You may have to start rebuilding again, using what you've learned from the past, how it didn't work out in the past, to rebuild your platform, your foundation again. I don't know what this is talking about, but there's something that you need to start rebuilding after it fell apart. okay, after you had an ending or something has completed. But that's your message, air signs. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.